Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of TGCT Live. It's the 30th of March. I can't believe we're a quarter of the way through the year already. That's gone a bit quick, hasn't it? Hope you all had a good Easter. With me today, just one of the regular guests. Unfortunately, Dr. Yeti is on a business trip, so he's probably watching from some smelly
airport
hotel
bar.
room somewhere. Yeah, hotel bar or something.
Yeah.
But you can hear.
What do you?
Go on. Sorry.
No, go
I was
ahead.
going to say, you can hear Crazy Canuck 1985 from Vancouver. He's back. How are you doing?
I am great. I'm back to work, and I've actually been able to make it this week, which is nice. So
It is nice. It is nice.
Yeah.
But Yeti's loss is our gain, because back for probably that second show in a month. It's CSU golfer from Cleveland, Ohio. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming in at such late notice. I was going to do an intro then where I go, and from Cleveland, Ohio, it's LeBron James, but everyone would leave.
That's
So I'm
true.
not
Yes,
I
would too.
I ditched that joke right at the last minute. But so how were your Easters? Do you do Easter eggs over there? Chocolate eggs?
oh yeah. I did not partake in the Easter eggs. I'm trying to stay away from chocolate, but it failed a little bit today because there was a lot of chocolate at work. But
Same here.
well.
Same here.
Yeah,
You managed to stay away, did you?
for the most
From the
part.
Easter eggs, yeah.
Okay.
Not from chocolate.
So, question for the chat room: what's your favourite chocolate to have in your Easter egg? For me, it's probably there's a brand called Lindt. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know if
those are
you've-
good. We have those. We have Lindt. Yeah, I like the Cadbury mini eggs. You guys have those?
Yeah,
they're
Cadbury's
like
are-
kryptonite.
They're like crack cocaine.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, that's probably what's in them. If anyone from Cadbury's is
probably.
listening, they're probably not what's in them. But yeah.
By far.
Anyway, so our show today, we've got 3 courses actually, 2 9-holes, and 1 real course rendition. The first course we're playing is D-Dog's Oceanside. It's called Windsong Shores Oceanside 9, which is a 9-hole course. Then CSU and I are going to take on Canuck's $50 challenge.
Alright.
Where we're going to try and get a hole-in-one on his new 9-hole par 3. And then we've got DR Loden's Crooked Stick real course rendition, so we can all shoot a ridiculously high score at the end.
Oh yeah.
But first, D-Dog's course. And D-Dog, thank you for your patience. I know you submitted this to us a while back, and it's quite difficult fitting a 9-hole onto the show, actually. I don't stop sending them in because they're good. But it's quite hard to do 2 18s and a 9, and then the show's just a bit short if we do 1 18 and a 9. So it's nice to do
Right.
2 9s and an 18. So we've been able to.
Yeah,
put it
should
in.
be a good show today.
Oh, there's lots of brand stuff going on here. We've got Cadbury's, Lindt. Doily prefers sweets. Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Ooh, those are good.
Ooh, those would be good. Any chocolate, just give me chocolate. That's kind of my idea too. Yeah. I like your thinking, North 47. So this week on TGC Tours is coming up is Masters Week over at beautiful Magnolia National. Going to be a good one. I was after somewhat pestering Doily for an exemption. He ended up cracking and giving me one. So
Yeah.
because I can't clearly get into it myself. So, I missed by a few spots, but he ponied up and he very nicely gave one to me and a few other the full-time staff guys. So that was much appreciated, and I'll be doing my dawn patrol on Friday night. Apparently, Chaos has said he wants to join me. He's going to wake up at 5 a.m. to play with me.
Oh,
So
man, that's early.
that should be fun.
That's
So we'll see if we
dedication,
can see a live rage quit from him, which would be entertaining. I hope he's not here. I apologize, Chaos.
He's been having a moan on the forums recently, hasn't he? Oh dear.
He's very emotionally into the game.
That's
so.
what I mean. I don't mean having a moan. He's been there, sort this part out. Good,
Thanks,
good
Irving. Why would anyone get up early to play with you?
Does that come from Irving? Oh dear.
Oh yeah,
Oh, of course. It did.
my fiance does it all the time. Heyo.
Hey! 6 minutes and we've already had a sort of
Sex joke.
Great. Welcome to the regular shows, CSU. This is what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything happens.
That's all right.
So, how much of D-Dog's been around for a long time? Designing. He's designed a huge number of courses, beta versions and 4-pin versions and so on. Are there any of his that, off the top of your head, you can remember playing and liking? I know Canuck really likes a certain one of his, but
I do.
Truthfully, for me, I haven't had a chance to play a lot of anybody's recently, unfortunately. The last time I really was playing a lot of outside courses was probably about 6 months ago, so I haven't really got into a lot of other guys' courses lately, unfortunately.
oh, that's all right.
Yeah, and for me, I've made it clear I really like his Jensen's Landing course. It's a boreal one, and it's in my top 10 still of one of my favorite courses. I think he just did a great job of it. But I played a beta of one of his courses last week. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a remake of one of his older courses, and I thought it was just fantastic. So, yeah, he's a great designer. He's been on a lot of our design contests. He's fared fairly well. He's got a very unique style.
There was he was doing a remake a while ago. I think this was for the U.S. Open contest for last year. He was doing a remake of Olympic Club, and I love the way it was looking because I had played there once in real life, and I was looking forward to seeing how it turned out. But I was away for a while, so I didn't know if it got released or if
I think
anybody got a
it's
chance
still
to play
in development. To be,
he said he put like 200 hours into it, but I hadn't seen if it was done or not. But it looked great.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of time being put into one course. 200 hours.
The thing is, though, you can if I put 200 hours into a course, it still wouldn't look as good as something that you guys had put 10 hours into. So there is something to be said for that. Okay, this shot here, what do we reckon? With the wind, go left round the trees? Do you reckon we can...
I
That's
went
pretty risky.
left L's, and I hit the cart path and bounced over the green, but I was able to get up and down for birdie, so it's not a bad play.
Oh, nice. You're actually a hole ahead of us.
Yeah,
The upper fairway? I'm looking at this upper
damn it.
fairway playing the other hole. I'm wondering if that's a better... I'm going for... I'm playing the other fairway here. I'm going to see how that works.
I think I've done alright there. Yeah, I'm in the heavy rough, but actually I've got a pretty good strike on the pin here from that.
Doily says, if you close your eyes and try hard, CSU almost sounds like Yeti.
Have you ever seen them in the same place at the same time? No.
Me? This is true.
that is true, yes.
This is an interesting angle. 75 yards, but I'm down 40 feet. Try this. Antonio, hello.
There's a guy in the chat room.
Oh,
Pinky
that's
McPinkface.
way too much.
It takes 200 hours to do 2 holes on the PS4. What do we think of 9 holes then? Because they're quite rare now, actually.
Yeah, I think they're good like match play 4-ball courses because 4-ball takes forever.
Yeah.
But I think they're a nice change. They're not going to, ever get played in, a TGC tournament, but I think they're a nice distraction if you don't want to, get in a whole round. They take, 10, 15 minutes to play.
Yeah, definitely.
I like them, yeah.
Do you
and as a
ever
designer... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Do you ever imagine, and this might be a question for Doily if he's still in the chat room, there actually being a TGC Tour's 9-hole tour? Or anything like that? Because I think actually for people who actually don't have much time, for some people they'll think this is ridiculous, but actually for some people playing 4 rounds a week is quite tough. But maybe 4 rounds on a 9-hole might not be so tough.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Just how many decent, good 9-holers do we have? I don't think we have enough to justify a tour. It would probably make more sense to do like a 2 rounds of 18 holes, but I don't know. I think we want to keep it as realistic as possible, so I wouldn't see that anytime soon. But
yeah, I mean, 9-holers really are kind of rare, aren't they? I didn't even really realize that, but there's definitely a place for them. It's a good way to get a quick round in, and it's not like they have any less value as, as playing golf, so.
Yeah. Have you done one, CSU? I don't think you have.
No, I haven't yet, no. I did start one at one point, but I didn't get around to finishing it.
Oh, hey, in the chat room, Doily was initially in the plans as the executive tour, but got shelved due to coding. Was dropped about a month before we went live.
Yes, I do recall that.
Okay. I would, if there was ever a petition or anything to get that back, I would happily forward that. I think it would be something that I'd like, but I think it might draw people to make more 9-holes as well. But we've actually got a really full chat room. WGT Bugsy, Scarpacci, Blue Wolf, Felix. You asked if we could play along. We've got a gap. Just join us. That's fine. Reeb Doog, welcome along. Good to see you all.
Yes, the usual, as well as some new faces.
We one thing that we've done as well is we've managed to do is finally get last week's show with Anthony Kine and the 2 shows the previous week. We finally managed to get them up on YouTube, so they are all up now.
They are all up, yes.
The one with Anthony Kine's already got over. We only put it up yesterday. It's almost over 130 views or something. So thanks for that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun with Anthony. It was really good.
I was listening to the show with Anthony, and it's funny how it almost seems like this game happened by accident and got popular by accident in his view. With the way he was talking, it's incredible how it's grown so quickly, and we've had such a good community with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was definitely. He sounded pretty shocked by it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He sort of said it's something that they'd build and then it'd be out there, but they'd move on to something probably by now. Move on to something else, but he said there's at the time last week there were 5 more jobs up for grabs at this for this game, didn't he? So,
yeah.
So
just crazy.
It was good, that interview. Not obviously we would say that because it's our show, but how it was sort of like it was almost like he didn't have his suit on, if that makes sense. He was in his regular home wear and was just shooting the breeze rather than saying anything political or saying anything that the company wouldn't let him say, or do you know what I mean? What a terrible.
And he did open up to us about some things as well, so it was a good mix. I think it worked quite nicely.
Stop. Oh.
I missed a bad putt here.
I just somehow lipped over the top of the cup there for par or for birdie, but I got to say this is just a beautiful course. It's
very nice.
Is awesome.
What's your favorite theme there, CSU?
I think I said when we were on the special, I think I said it was autumn actually.
Yeah.
And it's just because of the colors of like the landscaping when you move the ground. You don't need all kinds of objects to make it look pretty good. But I'm actually all these other themes are growing on me now. I just released a remake of Legacy on the Highlands theme, and that was really cool. Seeing what that could do was really neat.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite old links courses. One of the toughest too. That thing's a beast. But I'm excited to try it on Highlands.
Yeah, it's a different kind of. It's going to be a different kind of challenge this time. I think the old version there was almost nowhere to land the ball most of the time. This one, there's places to land the ball, but if you miss a green, it's going to probably roll 40 feet off the green, 40 yards off the green. I mean.
This 8th hole is pretty. I really like the tee shot on 8, and a little bit of little interesting here is that cart path definitely comes into play.
Oh yeah, like the boulders stacked off the tee there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, this is really pretty.
This is
G-Dog's got a real attention to detail. He every blade of grass and a rock is placed there for a reason.
This one at the end here, this obviously the hole we're going to finish on, reminds me of like Royal County Down in Northern Ireland, just where you've got that long hit shot out into the towards the sea. That's a nice touch.
Legacy is fantastic. Lots of praise for your course there, Dario.
Oh, thank you.
I still like your Crawford Mines the best.
Oh,
Still my
yes.
favourite of yours.
Yeah, I had somebody had posted on the oh, it was Reeb actually. I think said, why don't you remodel Crawford Mines? And I've actually been giving it some thought, but I don't know what I can really do with it. I guess maybe update it to the winter version. There you go. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, winter Crawford Mines. Yeah.
I might give that a try.
Yeah. Swiss, I guess, would be the natural switch over.
Yeah, probably. Wow, this 9th hole is really cool.
All
No, it's
the
not
way up
going
the hill.
towards the lighthouse. Oh, right, okay. Backwards.
I have fond memories of Crawford Mines, that being the last course on the original Q school, and I snuck onto the European Tour by one shot because I had an ace on the first par 3 there.
That's right. I remember you
during
saying
Q
that,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
The one that was the real test on that was Wendy's desert course. It was good, but those greens were fast.
Was that Copper Creek?
No, it was called
Which one was that? I'm sorry.
Sungall or something.
But Copper Creek was insane as well. That was a tough one.
It was pretty tough.
Was that a taste course, Copper Creek?
I don't know who that was.
Someone in the chat room will know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Is that a
was tough,
CLV, maybe?
Yeah, it's definitely a well-known designer. The Duke, I wish rustic theme wasn't so rugged on the edges, but Reed has said that that's his favourite theme.
Rustic is very nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy that one a lot.
CLV did do Copper Creek.
Yeah.
Oh.
Scobbs asked if CSU you follow baseball and your opinion on the Tribe this year.
They're not going to be good. They're not going to be good. Plain and simple. We had our I don't follow it too much, but we had our little stretch of 8 or 9 years back in the late '90s and early 2000s, and it's just like the Browns now. So if they get a few wins this year, we'll be happy. But I'm going to be the optimist because that's what Cleveland fans do.
Okay, I had an entirely white round. No,
You did.
Yellow. Yeah.
That's how you play it properly.
Yeah.
That's right.
The course it was meant to be played.
Huh?
Canuck -3, CSU Golfer -1. What do you think?
Yep.
I really liked it. A very crisp, sharp 9-holer. Some really interesting ideas. I really liked some of the tee shots. Yeah, I really enjoyed the variety. I would say maybe, in terms of a few touch-up things, cart paths were a little jaggedy in places, but that was really my only knock against it. I really enjoyed it. I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10.
I think I'll give it a 9.6 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. The landscaping was really good. I liked how you used a lot of the natural rock wall, like up against the par 3. I think a third or fourth hole, for example, sitting on the hillside there. All that kind of stuff's really cool. I'm kind of a sucker for the natural landscape thing. So just about a 10 for me. It was really good.
Yeah, I've given it a 10. I think my opinion of it is probably just under a 10. I'll give it a 10 for the game. Thanks for following us. Yeah, I really liked it. Just one or two little tiny things. I think there was one shot I had where maybe the green was a touch unsighted, but that was it. The follower was Tony Red Devil. Thanks for that. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. And waving the flag that 9 holes is still a thing and still important. So thanks, thanks
Yes,
D-Dog.
definitely.
Get out there. If you've got 10 minutes, chaps, chat room, YouTube, get out there and give it a go. So, talking of giving things a go, we're going to play a baseball. No, we're not. We're going to play Canucks tournament.
Well, actually, here, how about, since I've already played it and can't play it anymore, I want to play it again. So I will consider you guys that this round counts, but we'll just play the tour round, because that way I can play with you guys.
Oh, so we're not playing it as a tournament, we're playing it
No,
as...
we'll just play it as a round.
Okay.
If you guys get a hole-in-one, it will count.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right,
just
so-
go to the regular round.
Yeah, the course is called Funson Bay.
Bunsen Bay
EU.
Par 3 Championship.
Yep. Named after a very popular lake that people swim in, hike around just outside of Vancouver. Really nice area.
Have I been there? Would I have been there?
No, it's more on the outskirts, in the burbs.
In the burbs.
Bunzten?
Yes.
Okay. The 9-hole one? Perfect.
Yep. Is
Because Yeti and I have been pestering Canuck for ages to do not just a 9-hole, but a Par 3. And here it is.
Excellent.
yeah, you guys are going to get slightly different wins from everybody, but hopefully it'll be roughly the same.
Is it Highlands? Or
It is Highlands.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
All right, you guys got nice, fairly calm wins here.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a little bit less longer over this. 'Cause I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's fine.
do the maths.
It's ace or nothing.
Yeah.
Ace or nothing. So if you guys
let me
have
just-
not played this yet, just head over, go to tournaments, and it's called Canucks Twitch Hole-in-One Challenge or something. And the rule is you have to play the tournament, and you have to broadcast it on Twitch. And if you do get a hole-in-one, I'll link your video to the thread, and you'll be entered into the draw to win 50 Canadian dollars, which is like, $5 American.
So, this first one, I've got you both as away, by the way. I wonder if that's my fault.
I have you as away. Else.
Yeah,
But-
same
It'll
here.
sort itself out, won't it? So, with 32 down, you should take off about 10, or probably 11. So that gives you 214. 207, you can't add anything on, can you? How fast are the greens?
They are medium.
They are medium. Okay, have at it. If CSU Golfer gets one, we're going to zip to him straight away. But he's going to do the same thing that I am and roll past. I wasn't
Oh
that
for
far.
1.
I wasn't that far.
Yeah. No. I definitely overplayed that one.
Gave it a good run.
I actually don't
I
care
played a
what my score
3-iron and tried to run it up. So
Yeah, I
you
think
did
that was the
chip
play.
in though. That was a good chip.
did,
in.
yeah.
Watch
Does
me,
that count? Hole-in-2?
no hole-in-2 challenge. Sorry.
Watch me not do that. There we are.
I will give you a virtual high five for hole-in-2s.
All right.
Who in the chat room has done this already?
Well, there's a bunch. I've seen a few people. Felix says he's playing it right now.
Okay, well, I'm +1. I actually don't care about my score. I just want to hole in one.
It's ace or nothing. Be aggressive.
This is really pretty though. Are you planning? Would you
Yeah.
think about an 18 here?
I thought about an 18 par 3, but I wanted to do this contest, so then it's more of a. It's hard to do 18 9-holers, and the tempting thing is to just make downhill par 3s constantly. So I tried to mix it up. I've got a couple uphill par 3s that I think are some of my favorite holes on the course, but it's hard to get some variety in with just par 3s. So
Yeah. This is really pretty, though, Andre. I like it.
Really nice.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Really nice. Actually, I can only think of one 18-hole par 3, and that's the one Biggins did. That was on the
Yeah,
same part
his
as the
Shakespeare one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Hathaway something.
Yes, it'll be under tournaments because it's just one round. But again,
Oh,
you
it's so
have to
wide.
be on Twitch playing it, so we have video evidence of you recording it.
I am so wide there. What a mistake that was. It was dreadful.
So yeah, I was a little cheap here with the looks. All 9 holes are pretty much facing the same direction. So
Yeah, why not?
if you were given a nasty headwind, it probably wouldn't be that fun to play. But
You could have got away with that and not told us. No one would noticed.
could have.
Giving away your secrets.
I am. There's a few people that have done that. Use that technique.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah. It's the thing, like with low lighting, it just looks gorgeous on one end, and then it looks like dog crap on another side. So
Yeah,
it's,
if we turn it around, it's so difficult, isn't it?
yeah.
Definitely.
Right, 106. Okay.
I would say your best shots at hole-in-ones are number 3 and number 8.
Okay. 103. Well, wait, no, 106 minus 7 is 99. And that's 95. So that might do alright.
Ooh, CSU put one close.
Close one. Almost.
You do know you can't come on here as a guest and win. It's out of order.
I'm trying not to.
Good. It's like no one can be a guest on here and get an albatross. You never see him again. Oh, here we go. No. Oh, I'm going to be about 2 foot there. Yeah. Damn it!
Oh, yeah, good shot.
Damn it, Chloe!
I still remember L's most famous hole-in-one in TGC live history. We played your own course, didn't we? We were introducing our par 3 contest.
Yeah, and on the
We're
last
playing
hole, I
your
just went up and
9-holer
smashed it straight in.
Yeah. That was great.
That's the only... I've only ever had 2 hole-in-ones then, and on... the other one was actually offline, but it was on Ursus Arctos par 3 course from our very first series. It was called like Marchwold or something.
Oh, man.
Oh, don't.
Sorry.
Don't you dare do that.
Almost.
Very almost. Yeah. That like
Ooh.
bounced on the hole. Okay, take off 10. Take off more than 10.
Doesn't come up for you in the tournament section. Just type Canuck in or something. Type Canuck or type Twitch. I don't know. The instructions are in the...
I don't like this one. I've already decided.
This one's a bit
before I hit
nasty.
it, I don't like this one. No. Long, wide. This is a good idea, this, though. How long is the competition on for now?
Few more days. It closes on Sunday.
And
So
how do you win?
you get a hole-in-one. And then you get entered into the prize. If there's more than 2 people, or more than 1 person, I will spin the wheel of randomness to see who wins it.
Fair enough.
But right now, only the $50 is co-ruler, Dale's. So
Oh,
This
really? You
fifth
got one
hole.
already? Okay.
yeah,
well
he
done.
got one. This 5th hole is probably my favorite hole. This is one of my uphillers.
This is your Dr. Yeti-inspired bunkers in the front of it.
Yeah, turned out quite nice, I think.
This reminds me of the links at Spanish Bay for some reason. I don't know why. This really, really, like, rugged bunker look. Really like it.
Mhm. Yeah, the way that slope originally was, all I had to do was really plop bunkers there, and they kind of just molded into the ground. It was nice.
Yeah. And that's the way it's supposed to work, when it just falls into place.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to say that was perfectly handcrafted, but it's like, no, the bunker looks good there. Yeah, it does.
Go in the hole.
You're getting close there, Dario.
I know. Trying. I should just, like, try to do this on TGC Tours.
You're
instead
actually
of
having a
Zoom.
really good round.
Yeah, 5 under after 5. I'm parring them all.
Minus... So,
Oh, that's another great looking hole. Number 6.
yeah.
This one's probably the toughest. It's just because it's long and the pin's at the front.
Yeah.
I was a little mean on this one. But the only hole-in-one was on number 7. They'll put it in on 7.
Ooh, this green's going all sorts of directions.
Well, looks like we're all ending up in the same spot here.
Yeah. Gave it a run on the way by, but got to get it past the hole. Can't fool around with all that stuff in front of the green. This is a tricky putt from here, even though it doesn't break a lot.
Oh, I lipped out.
Oh, no. Not a birdie.
Plus
Not a
3.
birdie. Oh.
Oh, it's all
calling
falling
you.
apart. The wheels have come
Ooh.
off.
Yep.
What tour do you play on, Dario?
Well, technically, I think I'm supposed to be a PGA member, but I haven't played for a while. So I entered a PGA event, but if I need to go down to web, I'm going to. I'm just getting back into it this next week, so I'm going to play one of the smaller events to see how I do. But
Nice. Well, this is as good an opportunity as many. You got 0 wind.
yeah, you can mail this one in, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, I've got a good feeling about this. Oh, it's just wide.
Oh no,
Unless
the
it
wind
rolls.
changed.
Unless it rolls. Oh, that's going to be a foot. 2 foot. Damn it.
Yeah, this was the one that has been aced.
The chat room's going to go berserk if I'm the one that gets it.
You got a pretty good chance on 8. 9 is difficult, so 8's your best chance.
Golfer dude and his girlfriend will be, ecstatic.
No, they'll have
no, this
parties for you in the streets.
This is a. This is like the one on that par 3 paradise that Yeti did, where it's only short, and everyone screws it up. Okay.
I'm going to blame my miss here on that whale going crazy in the background.
I put that there for a reason. Distracto whale.
People. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Right, this. I'm going to hit this one up in the air. That should
As
go
you should with most
93.
golf shots.
So we'll take that off. Let's try this. I really like what you've done with the grass and the flowers here, by the way.
Yeah,
really nice.
really nice.
Thank you.
Come on.
Kind of a trick, like off the tee. Just try to draw the. I try to draw the eye to something kind of colorful and something else to look at.
Yeah, actually it's a good theme on most of the courses I've played of yours, Andre. You frame the holes well with plants and trees, but you keep them out of play a lot of that time too, which is really nice. It gives you a lot of open space, but it kind of shows you where you're supposed to hit the ball too.
Yep.
This is a tough pin.
Yeah, this is a nasty one.
Eddie Vedder said he almost got the 1 here. Damn it.
Oh, really? This is probably my toughest one.
Okay.
I should have made 9 the easiest shot at a hole-in-one, but I made it the hardest.
Take.
I airmailed it.
7.
I kept it on the back at least.
185. Do we have 185? We have 183. That might do it. Okay, this is a bit of a Geronimo shot. Geronimo!
Are my Canadian loonies safe?
No. Yeah, they are. I've just smashed it over the top.
They are. Well, thanks for trying, guys.
People in Britain will know this was like an episode of Takeshi's Castle where no one wins, ever. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, you can add me on Steam or Facebook, because we will be friends. Basically, there was a TV show in America called The Greatest Something Challenge, and it was basically a load of clips from this bizarre Japanese game show where no one ever won. No one ever won, and it came over...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is that when they did all those weird challenges?
Yeah, and it came over here in the UK and was called Takeshi's Castle and was presented by one of the cast of Red Dwarf.
Okay.
It was so stupid. Anyway, I think that's a 10 out of 10 course, even though I didn't get
definitely
a 1
Thanks,
on it.
guys.
But I suppose I could get a 1 on it. That could be my score. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't do that.
Canuck, you need to show us rookies how you make a nice plot in any theme. Love the holes here. Yeah, I could do that. How I kind of start a course. It's mostly pure luck, actually, I'd like to say. But you get a good plot of land. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. But there's many times where I'll have a plot of land and I'll screw around with it and I'll be like, I just made this garbage, and I'll just restart it again. So, but yeah.
It's interesting that because, like, very, very kindly before this show started, CSU Golfer played my Brynhilde, and that was one where the plot, I looked at it and was like, oh, and I probably got 4 or 5 holes done very, very quickly because the plot just was there. So sometimes I think it's a little bit of luck that you just see something, you're like, there's hole 1,
Yes.
I think that works.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
I
go
think-
on. I was going to move on, so carry on.
Oh, I was just going to say, before we do this course, I think you have an announcement, right?
I do have an announcement, and that is that we have our designers. And actually, you know what? There's been a huge amount of chat on the TGC Tours forum from the designers who are doing the Olympic challenge. A lot of chat, a lot of sharing of ideas, a couple of pictures, which has been really nice to see. So this is great. So we have a guest judge. Most of you have worked it out already, because it's the guy who's sharing our host today. So CSU Golfer's going to be the special guest judge on and if you think we're strict, you should see this guy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
10 out of
He's-
10 or nothing.
Yeah, he's got his charts, and he's got everything. He's got a whole manual on how to review courses. So
Yeah.
look out.
Absolutely. Yep.
So
I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, it's going to be a lot of fun. So
yeah, and we're looking forward to having you along, because we'll just be going, oh, those flowers look nice, and whereas you'll be like, that hill is in the wrong place.
Yeah, Els just goes on flowers.
Yeah.
no, flowers is fine. Definitely. I think really the thing that it comes down to at the end is just, was it a fun and challenging golf course? So there's a billion different ways to get something like that, but if we can get one that's going to make you think and make you hit good shots, I think that's going to be the course that wins, hopefully. So
Scarpacci already asking for CSU's PayPal address for bribes. So
I will send
that's
on
the way to do
personal
it.
message, yes.
If you're not comfortable with sending your own, you can happily send mine. Golfer Dude, welcome along. You just missed, and Bassman70, welcome along. You just missed me not win $50, and neither did CSU, but he was a lot closer than I was. So we now have a real course rendition of Crooked Stick. Let's just play the one, by the way, that doesn't have a date after it. So it's just called Crooked Stick. It's got 479 plays, a 6.8 rating. I don't think people actually rate courses anymore, because that's ridiculous.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you want to
Yeah,
play one of the other
don't pay
days, but I think we'll go for the original.
Yeah. The original's good.
I've had the opportunity to play this course a couple times, so I'm interested to hear your guys' perspective on it.
Els, before we get started on this, let me ask just a question of the chat room in particular. Is there anybody out there who would want to use a pre-done plot for like a specific location or something like that? I was just thinking about this a while back, and I can't remember if they've done it before, but if you get like a file that just has a pre-rendered, ready to be built on plot, would that be something that people are interested in?
That's an interesting idea.
Because it wouldn't be tough to put together, but I think if you're working with something that isn't just randomly generated, sometimes it's a little easier to get good
I think that would be great, and we could maybe have some designers build like a database of some interesting plots, and people could download them or something. But it would only work for PC, unfortunately. But
right, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's
could be
maybe an
idea.
idea for a future design competition. Who can build the best golf course on... Oh, jeez, what a shot. On this plot of land.
yeah,
So,
definitely. Okay, I've got you, Els. I don't have Andre yet.
I don't have you yet.
The other thing that's great
Oh,
about
there we
Anthony
go. I got
Kine
you.
is, isn't it great that he's rubbish at his own game? God, it's funny, isn't it?
It was pretty funny.
Right. Nice, healthy wind.
Very healthy.
Yeah, it should
And when
make
I
it
say
interesting.
healthy, I wish it would go away. Right. This is where I get a hole-in-one on this course. Can I still have $50 from someone if I get a hole-in-one on this course?
No.
Oh,
Not for me, anyway. Maybe Dr. Loden.
yeah.
Do you
Thanks,
think
everyone.
maybe
Well,
we've set a... Oh, sorry, Els. But do you think we've played Dr. Loden course more than anything else? like any
except
other-
you, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably. You and Yeti, probably. I was going to say something, but totally forgot what it was. Can't remember. It's probably important. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Just thinking that how many times we played DR Loden's courses and so on. Thanks to everyone who has been watching our designer specials. CSU Golfer was kind enough to do one with us. DR Loden's done one. Hana's done one. We've got a couple more of those being talked about right now. Friend Bomber has agreed and will be on very soon. He'll probably be the next one. So yeah, thanks. If people want to recommend designers for that, or people would like to recommend themselves, get in touch with us, because they're going down very well. So thanks everyone for keeping that sort of series we're running going.
And that was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's fine. It's celeb. Irving will get a designer special. We'll do it on April Fool's Day.
Ooh. Shots fired.
Oh no, I meant that in a nice way. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did, maybe.
I was particularly looking forward to this playing this course because I just love Pete Dye courses, and I haven't had the chance to play this yet.
Oh, terrible putt.
Just make sure you land your shots 10, 15 yards short and let them roll up.
It's quite firm.
Yeah, it is firm. If you could see, bearing in mind, you, CSU, are probably more of a golf course aficionado than any of the rest of us who host this show. If you could see a real course rendition that hasn't been done yet, or hasn't been done yet well, in your opinion, what would you like to see?
That's a really good question.
Canucks, question for you as well. What would you like to see? But CSU, go first.
I'm gonna have to think about that for a second.
I think I know what mine would be, actually. I'd like to see someone have a go at the Ocean course that they played the US Open on, PGA Tour on, when Rory McIlroy won. Was that
Kiowa?
2012? Yeah, Kiowa Island.
Yeah,
That's
I saw someone working on that.
Pretty
Or maybe
course, that. You could probably do it in Highland.
Or Delta.
Or Delta.
Or Delta,
Or
yeah.
Delta, yeah, that's probably your best bet for that, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I played around with that for a little while with the Delta theme. It actually works pretty well for those beach type courses.
The Canadian in me would love to see a really good Banff Springs.
Oh yeah.
Except you kind of need the hotel. Otherwise it doesn't work. I used to have a buddy of mine who I went to school with used to live in Banff, and he was a junior member at Banff Springs. His membership was like $150, and he could play Banff Springs as much as he wanted. Like, wow.
They had Banff Springs on one of the most... It wasn't on the new Rory McIlroy one, but it was on an old Tiger Woods 14, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah. It's just absolutely brilliant. Gorgeous. We've had some in the chat room. Eddie Vedder has said any British Open course. Valhalla from CJ True Blue, that's interesting. Cypress Point from Doubtful Obelisk. There's been a couple of British Open courses. I'm sure someone's done... there's a St Andrews. I don't know how good it was, though. Someone needs to do... Has someone done a Royal Lytham in St Anne's? I feel like someone has.
I feel like Yeltsman's done all those.
Yeah. Muirfield Village from Scob.
Come on, get legs here.
You know what? I have a course that somebody can take a crack at. It's the Ohio State University Scarlet course.
Okay.
Probably the toughest golf course I've ever played in real life, and I'd really love to see a rendition of it in this game because it would be brutal.
What's so hard about it?
It's a Jack Nicklaus design, but it's 7,600 yards, par 71, and it's just like this golf course where it's firm. There's nowhere to hit the ball. Every landing zone off the tee has a bunker in it, and you really can't hit at any pin. You have to play it off slope, so it's just really, really difficult.
Sounds nasty.
Yeah, they play a U.S. Open sectional qualifier there every once in a while, and they used to play a web event there, one of the final events. But it would just eat those guys up, and they'd move it up 300 yards, and it would still eat them up.
But okay, so 7,600 and only a par 71.
Right.
The average course the hole length there is enormous.
It is, yeah. The par fours are 490, 500, 510.
Ugh.
I wonder what, because Rory McIlroy can smack that probably easily into I wonder how he would actually do around that, because he's a big hitter, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a big hitter. I think Scarlet would really challenge him more than a lot of courses would, because most of the PGA Tour courses you see actually don't have a lot of trouble in the landing zone for long hitters, but Scarlet just has a bunker right in every 300-yard, 310-yard range off every tee box. And it traps guys who hit it long but don't quite hit it straight.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you can definitely get into trouble. But I don't know. He might tear it up too, because if you can have short irons into those greens, he might be able to really shoot some low scores.
Interesting. Eddie Vedder has said, and obviously just his opinion, but there's no outstanding St Andrews. Lytham has been done, according to Doubtful Obelisk.
Just got to take a phone call 1 second, guys. Sorry. Keep going.
Either said Seminole. Yeah, there's so many. And people are doing them more and more now. Now we've got the tools to do them.
Yeah, you guys are much more talented than I am at doing real course renditions. It's quite amazing.
And the thing we found, though, is that actually... So... Oh, I thought an eagle might fly there. Sometimes some real courses have been made, and the problem with the game. I say it's not a fault, but it's not really a fault. They just become so easy, and people just rip them up on this game because they're actually, whilst there's a lot of undulations in the fairways and so on, in real life people don't hit 265 every time, so it's a bit. Some real life courses are just absolutely broken by certain players on this game.
Yeah, definitely. It's mostly due to, I saw there were some threads in the forums talking about, how to make this game more realistic, and at least from the driving aspect of it, you land the ball with a perfect swing within about a 3-foot circle of where if you make a perfect swing. But in real life, most pros in particular, if you're hitting the ball 275 off the tee carry, which is an average PGA Tour carry, you're landing the ball in about a 25-yard circle on a good swing. So it basically makes it the width of most tight fairways in this game would be an average driver width, even on a good swing. And it's just, that's what makes it so easy, I think.
Do you think they should make, obviously just your opinion, do you think they should make the swing a bit more random then?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I was laughing at this, the guys talking about ball squirt, because... Yeah. I never noticed it a whole lot, but it should. If you're wanting it to be a golf simulation, it should be way more than it is already. If you're hitting like a 150-yard shot, for example, with a 9 or 8 iron in this game, it should have about a 15-foot either way of the pin, distribution, even on a really well played shot. Yeah. So that's really why there's no strategy in a lot of the courses that we play on the TGC Tours, is because you're hitting every shot perfect to a pinpoint, basically.
Yeah. I agree. I think the thing that ball squirt thing was that people would see the cone when you take the shot, and it would show the ball veering off to the left, but actually the ball would fly the other way. I think the thing with that was it was kind of... I don't think people would mind if, they saw the ball going off to the left and it went off to the left.
Right.
But I think it was... Yeah, this pin's, look at this right up front here. Oh dear. I'm going to just lay this short and hope it gets up that hill, but I don't think it's going to.
Oh yeah, that is a good pin.
Oh. Get up. Oh, nice bounce.
I can tell the guys who are going to be entering the Olympics contest, if you put pins right on the edges of greens, where it's going to make me want to go after something but play stupidly, that's going to definitely get high marks from me in particular. I love that kind of thing where it just tempts you to want to make a dumb play just because the pin's on an edge.
Yeah. Because people are scared to hit over the top of flags, but sometimes it is the play, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. As we saw in a couple good courses from even the U.S. Open contest last year, if you play to the center of the green, you're going to have a long putt, but you'll be able to probably make a par. But if you go after the pin, you can hit it close and make a birdie, or you can get some serious trouble. So it just makes that risk and reward and strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Blue Wolf in the chat room has just said, I've played this course twice in a match play recently. It's excellent, quite difficult. but very fair. A few pins you need to hit a strong fade or draw to get close to, or play for a 20-footer. I think the firm settings work best on RCRs. I think I'd definitely agree with that final comment.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh,
I don't think there's anything wrong with making the player really draw or fade the ball to get it close to the hole, or you can play a straight shot and be, safe.
Yeah.
Break.
No.
I will speed golf to catch up here.
You're going to have L's hitting the ball in the water golf here.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see it on the screen. What are you doing over there?
In the water. What a disaster that was. Splat. Oh, I was doing so well there as well. Just got that drive all wrong. Too busy looking at the chat room.
Did you hit it left of
I did.
the fairway?
I've had 3 practice rounds at Magnolia, and on 13 I've put the ball in the creek twice. So, which sucks, because that should be an easy birdie hole.
Good risk and reward hole.
Oh yeah, I love that hole.
Speaking of that hole, did you guys hear that Augusta National paid like $20 million to buy that little plot of land behind the tee so they could back it up like 30 yards in real life?
Really?
Seriously?
Yeah, they paid just an outrageous sum of money just to buy that little plot so they could make that tougher.
Wow. Well, I guess they have the money.
Yeah, I guess so.
I wonder how much Augusta spend on their ground staff and on flowers and taking care of the tree. You know what I mean? All the greens. It must be millions and millions and millions and millions and millions.
Oh, yeah. More than a few trips to Home Depot, I'm sure.
Well, I do know they have a heating system underneath the golf course, so if the azaleas don't bloom in time, they can heat up the golf course and make them bloom early.
Wow.
This is a really pretty finishing hole of the front 9 here.
Yeah.
That's really nice. DR Loading is in the chat room. What made you pick this? We might have asked you this on your when you did your designer special. So if we did, I apologise. But what made you pick this to do of all the courses? Because I hate it. No, I'm only joking.
I'm not overly familiar with the layout, but I know I've heard of Crooked Stick plenty of times, and I don't know. I really like the layout.
I just remember John Daly's big win here in the PGA in '91, and that was I've never played this golf course, and I haven't even played it in the game, so I was really looking forward to playing this.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last. Oh no, it held the. I think that was the last major it hosted, wasn't it? The PGA. I'm sure it was
so.
on a. I'm sure it's been on the PGA Tour though, hasn't it? I seem to remember Rory McIlroy winning here. But
I'm not sure actually. I don't remember.
Front 9, -1, -3, and CSU go for
-5.
-5.
Wow. Comes on the show and destroys us. See how it is. Well played.
Thank you. You too. I really like this layout though. This is really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what another stupid drive. Why? Oh, it's hosting the BMW Championship in the PGA FedEx Playoffs this year. And all the others
nice.
have been done or were being done. And Strav SCU, welcome along. Rory won a FedEx Playoff event here. That's what I'm thinking of.
Cool.
I thought he had, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I've got no idea what I'm going to do. Just smash it in. John Daly, grip it and rip it. I do wish someone would rip his trousers. They're so annoying, aren't they?
They're quite loud.
Interesting, yeah, fashion sense. Right, ooh. Save my par here. Please stay there.
You can do it. Any tough yeah, there's a lot of talk. People saw that the rating of Crooked Stick here in the game was quite a bit lower than a lot of people would imagine, and I think a lot of it has to do with people play a tough course, and they don't shoot 15 under, and it's a 5 out of 10. Like it's just completely unfair.
That was another interesting thing that on Anthony's show, and as I said earlier, you can go back on YouTube and watch that now. He said that he gets loads of people complaining to him that it's too easy, and then he also gets loads of people complaining to him that it's too hard.
Yeah. I think they made, in retrospect, there's two things I think they probably should think about changing for the next game they make, and the first is not doing course ratings in the game, and the second is not putting a focus on course records and ghost balls, because it really kind of defeats the purpose of having multiple setups for the course and things like that, where you can design it so that there's multiple pins and tees and everything.
Yeah. Everyone wants to chase that leaderboard.
Yeah. But it really doesn't even mean much, because you might have a different win than the guy who shot the course record, and
exactly.
So the numbers don't really mean a lot.
No. Yeah, the guy who really wants the course record is just going to wait till there's no wind and play it then.
Exactly. Number one tip to new designers in this game, and if anybody's listening, is don't focus at all on the course rating of your course in game.
Yeah. I have a few courses that are 6s.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
I agree with Doubtful Obelisk, who said in the chat room we need more gradual firmness settings.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, that would help.
There's only he was talking about that in our interview, that there's really only three firmness settings. There's soft, medium, and I think he said 5, but I don't believe that. I think there's just 3, to be honest. We need to be able to dial that like we can do with green speed.
I think that should be a number instead of a so it's like a wheel at the moment, isn't it? It should be a number, like you want maybe out of 100.
Yeah.
Interesting. Just thinking about the TGC Tours forum, I think it was Irving that actually came up with this thread: beauty versus brawn, essentially. I don't know if that's what the title was. Pretty versus power or something. When you, CSU, are looking for a course, how important are the looks versus the challenge? Which is more important? What do you think?
I think they're both equally important, but I don't know. I don't think there's a formula really for it. I think there's one course might not look as good, but for some reason is a lot of fun to play, and another one might look great, but just isn't quite as fun to play. But I might enjoy them both equally. So I don't think I can give like an exact answer to that question.
Yeah.
But I think if you make a course that looks good, it's generally going to be a lot of fun to play anyway, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be the same. I would say, with this being, a video game, and we want to play courses that look really nice, and so I would tend to maybe lean a little bit towards, a nice looking course. But if it plays like garbage, I would rather play a, playable course.
Yeah. I think a good example of that is you talk about something like Cypress Point, which has 13 or 14 holes inland that are really just a great challenge, and not really the most outstanding looking holes you'll ever see, but they're a great challenge. And then the last, the 4 holes on the coast there or whatever it is, are the complete opposite. But the whole thing just comes together because it breaks it up into both sides.
Yeah.
So I guess having that kind of a spread of both challenging and really nice looking holes is a good thing.
So later this evening, probably about an hour or so after this, I'm going to do a little bit more streaming. Going to stream some more Masters practice. So if you want to watch me hack up Magnolia again, come join me. I had a bunch of people on last night. It was fun.
When we had the CLV on, we all felt that this year's Magnolia 2016 was probably just that touch easier than last year. Is that what you're finding, or?
Well, not the one we're playing. He's max firm fast all the versions, so
Oh,
it's
has
not easy.
Okay.
And some of the pins are just like make you want to cry just looking at them. They're so brutal. There's a couple that I can remember. I think like the Saturday. Some people were saying the Saturday pin in the third round, I think, is just like the most evil pin ever seen in the game or something.
Nice. Chat room. Dark Soldier M8 said that the way it plays beats looks. There's a lot of talk about ratings. Bassman70 has said the course looks great and plays well, it's just a bonus, but I like to see the eye candy. Phoenix J, designed so people can have fun on it. Yeah, that's my view.
Yeah, lots of different opinions, but in the end we want a course that's fun to play.
Yeah.
We don't want something that looks like hot garbage, but we don't want something that plays like hot garbage. So
yeah, I think it's just like when you're, I don't know, writing music or whatever other artistic thing you might do. You first of all design for yourself, and you design for the people who like what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So not everybody's gonna like everything you make, but if somebody's having fun at it, keep doing that. And
yeah, exactly.
This is a massive green on 15.
Yep, you gotta be. Don't want to be on that first part, or you have to do some green chipping.
Oh dear, you guys are repping it up, and I'm struggling here. +1.
I'm chasing Canuck down. I'm just barely hanging on here.
It's a tight match here we got going. Had an eagle early on that helped.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a good one. I'm right in between clubs with this wedge now, too.
Oh, look at this green. Can I get that? Yeah. There's a lot of concentration going on here.
There is. Yeah.
Oh,
With
no.
these tougher courses, we're a lot quieter.
Oh, this wind. Really?
Uh-oh. I may have opened the door for you, Dario. I'm gonna be... Oh, kick. Oh, I got a great kick. That was lucky. I thought it was going in the sand. It bounced the other way in the fairway.
On 16? Oh, yeah, you're right. You just got right by there.
Yeah.
Tight landing zone.
What is so great about the game, if you don't like a course, there are 97,000 more to choose from. This is true.
That's the spirit.
Definitely true.
But people in the chat talking about course ratings, though. There must be hundreds of people that play this game who just leave it as a 5.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I'm guilty of that, too, sometimes. I'll sneak past the menu and be like, ah, crap.
Yeah. I'm actually not that far away from releasing another course, even though I just released one. The Highlands one I've been working on for a long time. It's finally coming to the end.
That's a great theme. I really, really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've gone for a course that only has one tree on it.
Oh,
And that
nice.
that tree's actually in the clubhouse. there's no trees on it. There's loads of bushes and fauna and all the rest of it. But yeah, I've gone for like a traditional links. See, that's an interesting, going back to the pretty and playability, because links courses, if we're being honest, are not pretty things. St. Andrews has its beauties. They all do. Troon.
I think it's different kind of beauty.
Yeah.
Like, I think Rod Simpson's that Royal Ballylow, that's a gorgeous links course, and there's not a tree on it, but
Right.
doesn't need it. It's a fantastic course.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where the argument of, or the conversation of beauty over playability is an interesting one. Oh dear. What did you guys shoot here? Just the 5-wood?
I hit a 3-iron.
I did too, yeah.
Went to the safe part, yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea. I was going to do that.
Oh, I almost made a ridiculous putt.
Oh, I see it. Oh, man.
Oh, the chat room's been very nice. I just made a great putt and they're all saying how good that was. Thanks. Thanks, people. That's nice of you.
Coming down to it. 18
Yeah.
side.
Coming down to 18. It's nice because, no offense to my co-hosts, but usually I win. So it's nice to have, a bit of a challenge coming into 18.
All right.
Again, no offense.
Oh, no, none taken.
Oh no. Get in the fairway. Oh no. Stay in the fairway.
Uh-oh.
That's going to make it a little more difficult. Oh, that's a good pin.
Yeah, it's got to get it up on that hill.
I think if they did a TGC2, I'd like to see a genuine spectator mode as well. For the pure reason for people who like to Twitch, YouTube, broadcast, whatever. Like how Rocket League, you can just go in and watch a match. So if you were playing with your mates and you wanted to stream it but not actually be playing, you could do that. I think that'd be a nice little idea for the...
Yeah, actually.
Not just the golf club, but actually
good.
most games that are coming out now.
Oh, I missed the putt.
Oh, so I have a chance to win?
You have a chance.
Got a real curler here, though.
CJ True Blue has suggested playoff.
Go. Oh, I left it short.
I think we'll just finish it off as a tie.
Yeah, we'll call it a day.
That means he has to come back for a rematch.
Absolutely. Name and place. I'll be here.
Perfect.
Magnolia, the hard one.
Oh,
Oh, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, it might be a 4-hour show because we might not finish.
Yeah, no kidding. It'll get dark.
3 hours of crying. So, real course rendition of Crooked Stick. What did we think, gents?
Oh, it's a pleasure. Great course.
Yeah, loved it. Very nice, nice clean-looking course. Again, I don't know too much about the real course layout, so I can't really, compare its accuracy. But from what I've heard from other people, it's pretty darn close. Firm fast I think works pretty well. I just, it's not the designer's fault, but I wish it could be just a touch less firm. Still challenging though. But I'm giving it a 10.
I will do the same. I think it's actually a really good layout. Definitely, it's pretty tough with the firmness he has, and I think even you could make it a lot tougher just by pushing the pins up against the edge of the green if you wanted to. So it's definitely plenty tough considering where the pins were. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an easy 10 for me as well. Looks good.
Yeah.
Feels like a challenging, realistic course, although it obviously is. We said before that sometimes you can come across RCRs and they just play a touch easy, but this was a real challenge. So I think that we've actually played 3 very, very good courses tonight. We've done well, haven't we?
Definitely.
So thanks once again, everyone, for watching, and for Mr. CSU Golfer for stepping in at the last minute to replace our lost Yeti.
Yes.
Happy to be here, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, anytime. It's good to have you along again. And if you want to follow us, as we said, there are the last 3 shows, including the special with Anthony Kine, now up on YouTube, as well as the previous 2. We did 2 shows in 1 week, and they're both up there now as well. We've had a few more course suggestions coming in from Reddit, thanks to the Reddit team. I know Yeti basically runs that for us, so thanks for all the guys who are watching us and submitting courses on there. Thanks a lot. And of course, people who are tweeting us and replying and giving us suggestions via Twitter as well. Canuck said he's going to be on streaming something in, about an hour's time, you said, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to take a little break, but I'll be back on and play a few practice rounds, so
Great.
yeah.
But for the rest of you, we will see you same time next week. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.